Hi guys, how you doing? Right, I thought I'd make a quick video. I've been sorting out all of my Pokemon figures. I've had a load of Pokemon figures for ages. Never got around to listing them, just keep adding to them as and when I pick them up. But the Pokemon Go app that you've probably heard of by now, if not just Google Pokemon Go, you'll soon find out what it's all about. That has just taken off and it's the big thing right now. So I thought if there's ever a good time to list my Pokemon figures, it would be now. Now, I have some limited knowledge of Pokemon, but I was struggling to name the more uncommon figures. But I found a really cool website, which is the Pokemon Database. The address, I'll try and remember to put a link below, but it's pokemondb.net. And I'll switch the view in a minute and show you. It basically, there's a page on there, or a few pages, where they just list all of the images, and it's really quick and easy to find your Pokemon. So I'll quickly show you that, and then I'll show you all of the figures and how I've sorted them and how I think I'm going to list them. So let me show you this website first. Okay, so this is the page, and this is one of the pages within the Pokemon database. And basically here, that's generation 1, and it just lists them all with pictures, so it's quick and easy to scroll through and find the one you've got. And then you can go into them and get all the details. And it goes right the way through all the different generations. So we've got generation 2, 3, etc. And I found this invaluable this morning trying to work out exactly what I've got. So that's that. Okay, if we come through this mess that is my office, and over here you can see what I've been sorting. Now, all of these in the centre here and all of these here are the Tomy ones, and they're the ones that I found seem to have good value. If I can get this to focus, you can see, you can vaguely see, it's not really focusing, is it? There you go. It's got Tomy printed on the back. Now these are really quite detailed, they're solid, high level of detail on them, and they seem to be quite sought after. And looking at completed listings, well, Zahir has done well recently with these as well, listing them as little sets. If you know anything about Pokemon, you'll know that they evolve from the basic one up to a next level, and then some evolve 3 times up to a sort of top level. So where I can, I've matched them up. So you've got this, which is the kind of Bulbasaur set, the famous Pikachu and Raichu there, Mankey, Rattata, this sort of thing. What's his name? Charizard. So I've paired a few up, and they will go for good money. This, for example, these 3 I will put on for £20, and they've been selling for around that. A pair like this I'll probably do for about 10 or 12. And then the rest, some of these, this one for example, he's like a translucent, you can see through him. He's quite rare. I've seen him sell for about £10 on his own with shipping. So a lot of these I will just list on their own. That's quite a good one as well. Those that don't seem to have as much value, I'll just make little lots up. I've managed to get the names for all of these now. Some really cool stuff in here. They're really well made as well. Like I was saying before, high level of detail, the paint quality is really good. So that's the Tomy stuff. There's also these, which are the figures. This guy is Brock. I'm going to do him for about £10. This guy, I can't remember now. James maybe, from Team Rocket. I'm going to put one of the Team Rocket Pokemon with him just to make that look cool. And then I've got an Ash figure. Now this isn't a Tomy one, I think this was a Hasbro one, but he's really quite nice. He's articulated, so he's posable. I'm going to put a little Pikachu with him, and then list that probably about £15. I do have a load of these. These are different. These are, doubt that's going to focus, we'll have a go. Oh, there you go. These are Bandai ones. They're more cheaply made. They're hollow and don't have the same level of detail. and there doesn't seem to be much demand for these. I've got about 20 odd of these. I've seen people listing them individually. There's one guy who's got loads listed and he's trying to get £10 each, but they're just not selling at that. And then there's people are selling them in job lots, and top end they're only getting about £1 each in job lots, and that seems about right. So I think I'm going to do one big job lot, or maybe two slightly smaller lots, and try and get about 20 odd pounds back on those. These ones at the back here, these are, they have like a ball bearing in, and they're like roller Pokemon. They all have these little balls in. There's not a great deal of value in these. There's a guy who's been selling them recently and was getting £3 each, but I think I'm going to do that set for 15 to get a quick sale on those. Some of them aren't in the best of condition. See, he might clean up, but yeah, they're not too bad. These are really nice. These are pull back and go. So a little Charmander, oh, and a Pikachu. Way! This one is mad. He's so fast. So yeah, I'm not sure yet. I might do the pair together for about 15 maybe, or individually for 10. That does sound a lot for a cheap plastic thing, but I think the demand is there right now. Then there's this tray here with a few bits and bobs that are a little bit damaged, stuff that doesn't look official, or it doesn't really match the other stuff. This is a little Pikachu. I think he has batteries in and he lights up and squeaks and stuff, but he hasn't got any batteries in. A couple of Pokeballs, and this little it says on it bat poke. It fires this ball out, but there's no money in that. So those sort of odds and sods I'm going to bundle together and just ask like 20 quid the lot or something. And then I've sorted out these. Now these I'm pretty sure are all Digimon. So I'm going to do a little bundle of these. It's really hard to work out how much value there is in these, so I'm going to do the bundle and then price it quite high and see what happens. I might try £20 for that little lot. And then this lot in here, these are all Dragon Ball Z figures. A real mixed match of stuff. They're not from the same sets. Some of it's not in that great condition. He's missing his feet. And again, it's really hard to work out quite what I've got. So I'm going to do probably one big bundle of these and shoot for 20 to 30 pounds on the lot. I don't think there's a whole lot of value in there, but I'll start reasonably high and come down if I need to. So that's the plan. I've just got to do loads of photos now and then spend a few hours getting it all listed. Okay, right, I hope you found that interesting. Yeah, I quite enjoyed sorting these out actually. It was fun trying to get the names and then matching them up in their little sets and stuff. So yeah, next task is photos and then spend a few hours getting it all listed. I was going to, my original plan with this was to do another video where I basically asked you guys to help me out and name them, but once I found that site which just listed them all with the little pictures, it was so easy to work out what I had that I didn't need to. But I do want to say a huge thank you to everybody who helped me out on that other video I did where I showed all the wrestling figures. I've now got all the names for those thanks to the help of my subscribers, so that will just make listing them, well, it will make looking them up so much easier to start with and finding out if any have any particular value and are worth listing on their own. And then of course when I do list them in bundles or whatever, I now have the names to put in the title and the description, and that will just help to sell them. So thank you so much to everyone who took the time out to tell me what my wrestling figures are called. Yeah, I just want to also thank Ken for taking part in the chat the other night again. We just wanted to talk over the whole BBC thing and put that to bed. You know, it was what it was, and we enjoyed doing it. It was a fun day out, but it certainly didn't spell the end of reselling as some people were scared it would. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the chat.
We do have some more guests lined up for that. I think next week we'll just have Zahir and myself having a regular chat, and then we will get back into the guests perhaps every other week from there. So that's the vague plan with that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye for now.